Hello everybody, it's me Roscoe and welcome to the latest instalment of Game Day, and we're arrived at Stamford Bridge as Ipswich Town take on Chelsea in the Premier League. Kieran McKenna's side got 7 games left to play, and of course last week pretty much relegated us, so it's going to be a hard task for the Blues, but you never know, anything can happen. But yeah, we take on Enzo Maresca's side, who are 4th in the Premier League, pretty good at home, so it can be a tough one, but we did beat them early in the season. Of course, that was the end of 2024. 2-0 win, Amari Hudson, Delap scoring the goals. Could Town do the double? I'm predicting we could cheekily get one today, so we shall see. I will admit, I'm not 100% fit, but I'm here, ready to go, to get the snappy snaps, eat some food, just enjoy the sunshine here in West London. So I hope you enjoy as ever. I'm going to speak to the Cowie Army, get their thoughts on the result later on, but let's go in the media room, because there's a bit of a... I had to go through loads of different doors to get pitch side. Now I'll go through more doors to go to the media suite. So let's go and catch up with Stu and AJ and see what scram we've got. Let's go. Okay, as you can see, the players are now on the pitch doing their warm-ups. The ground is filling up. I've got my camera out to take some snappy snaps, and the food is very much in the belly. I was treated very nicely, I have to admit. Us here at the media can just fill your boots. There was so much food to eat. There was a fry-up, there was a cheese board, there was cake, there was fish like salmon, prawns, just everything, a bit of bread. It was lovely, I'll have to admit. If you want to know what it looks like, I'm sure AJ's put it on social media. But yeah, a very good fry-up. That'll get me ready for this 90 minutes of football. And yet the players are doing their warm-up. Here it is in all its glory, Stamford Bridge. It's been a long time since I've been here, 2011, when Ipswich lost 7-0, which was not a good scoreline. Hopefully a bit better today. The team news has dropped and there's 3 changes. Lee Davis is back at left back, coming in for Connor Townsend. Jack Clark in for Nathan Broadhead, and George Hurst instead of Liam Delap up top. Liam Delap is on the bench. Kieran McKenna said he had a bit of a knock against Wolves and has missed a bit of training, but he is on the bench. And obviously Chelsea could be a team that could be interested in him. So yeah, but George Hurst up top, see what he can do. Likely he will be our main striker next year. Although Delap is in my FPL team, so I'm a little bit annoyed. So hopefully Delap comes off the bench and scores the winner and gets me some points from FPL and gets the 3 points to Town. But yeah, let's get right into it. I want to get my position and take my snappy snaps in the first half, and we shall see how Town get on. But yeah, Stamford Bridge, West London, beautiful day. Let's go. Okay then, half time. Ipswich Town winning 2-0. What is going on? Pitch me. It is not a dream. Ipswich Town are 2-0 up. Julio Enciso in first Town goal, and Ben Johnson as well on the score sheet. He got this for the first goal, and it's 2-0 to Town, which I was not expecting. I didn't predict a win. Town did a double. I have to admit, Chelsea did batter Town in that opening 20 minutes, but then out of nowhere took the lead, made it 2-0. Half time, a lot of booze from the Chelsea faithful. Annoyingly, I've just seen Wolves are 2-0 up against Spurs at half time, so it doesn't really matter, does it? But Town fans have had some good time. They're over there celebrating 2 goals. Second half, we shall see what happens. Let's get right into it. I've changed my position and get my snappy snaps. Let's see what can happen. And as you can see, the scoreboard 2-0 half time. Let's go to the second half. Let's go. So it's ended. And Desmond here against Chelsea. Ipswich Town were 2-0 up, and then they, I wouldn't say threw it away in the second half, but they did it away. I'm here with good old Simon, my friend. Thoughts on that one? Town close to making it a double, although Chelsea could have nicked at the end, but then we could have nicked at the end. It's one of those games. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you say back performance of 2 halves really, but look, we can't ask for any more from this squad. Obviously, we know they're down. We know that the championship season is following. So all we can ask is to them to show real fight and real spirit. And the first half, I thought they did that in spades. Had to ride out a tough opening 20, but when they scored, they kind of got used to the pace of it. And the 2 goals they scored were really, really well worked as well.
Team goals.
From back to front. I mean, I know we talk a lot about Liam Delap, but I mean, George Hurst does have this, I don't know, he seems to fit really well into the team structure. I think he really understands what McKenna wants from a centre forward and kind of holds it up and brings others into the game. He's a very, very talented player, and yeah, we scored 2 really, really good goals, and really proud of that. Second half, I mean, the first goal is a real soft one, isn't it? And it's straight out of half time.
I know, that's what you want, don't you?
And it's barely a minute on the clock when that goes in, and Burgess, you can tell he's really desperate to try and win it, then find himself out of position, and then it just goes in. And then again, the second goal is a really soft one, unfortunately. Corner kick, played to the edge of the box, and no one really gets close enough to the ball. But I have to say a word for Alex Palmer as well. He made some unbelievable saves.
What signing he's been, by the way.
I mean, £2 million. I mean, that looks like an absolute bargain. What, 28?
Yeah.
Got 4 or 5 really good years left in him as a goalkeeper, and if he carries on like that.
Just hindsight, wish we signed him in the summer, but what it is, what it is.
Well, I mean, it's an interesting one, isn't it? Because if we won a couple of those earlier fixtures where Muric makes some mistakes and we'd had Palmer in the goal instead, you never know what might have been different. But yeah, as I say, I'm really proud of the whole squad and the fans as well were incredible.
Yeah.
It's an incredible away end, and at the end there was still a real togetherness, and I think that's what's going to ultimately keep this whole thing moving forward, is that everyone is still really bought into it. You see kind of Southampton and Leicester, that the fans have kind of turned on that in those two squads. So for next season,
Chelsea fans were booing, didn't they, when they went into half time? Went, Chelsea, come on, Chelsea, come on.
Well, I mean, we didn't hear them till we scored their first goal. True. Really, it was a real
library
quiet moment. But it was, as I say, the away end was so good. I mean, even if they were chanting, we wouldn't have heard them anyway. It was just real positive experience. And look, to go and take 4 points off Chelsea is a real, that shows the potential this squad has, and you can tell they're learning, and I think you could tell today there was almost a bit more freedom about them, certainly in that first half, where they were because they're relegated, they kind of found a bit more rhythm to it, I think. So hopefully they can carry that form to the end of the season, and we know they've got nothing to play for in terms of season, but pride is important, and you want to build some momentum for next season. They carry on like that, they'll definitely do it.
So, man, K-Dog, all the way from Wales at Standards. My friend, you saw a Desmond today. Ipswich Town were winning 2-0. Second half is what it is. But a proud performance and some positivity there.
We've Ipswich the chuff out of that, haven't we? I mean, half time, if you look at the stats, under no illusion, they were battering us and we sort of smashed and grabbed the 2-0 lead.
Take that.
Exactly, you would. I know before the game, if someone had said you're going to come here and you come away with a 2-2 draw, you'd be like, I'll take that. Entertaining game, good place to come. Chelsea don't lose at home, do they?
No, they don't.
They've once or twice all season. It just doesn't happen. But once again, we've dropped points from a winning position, and Chelsea are going to finish in the Champions League spots, and it's a class above. But
they spent a lot of money though. But,
but it's once again being 2-0 up at half time. How we've not seen that out. I mean, we've got something in the game which is more than we usually get. Yeah. But it's just another game you chalk off where we've dropped 25, 30 points now from winning positions. If we'd have kept half of those, we'd be at least pegging Wolves back a little bit. But I think we played well. We had some really good spells, some good play. I thought Johnson had a great game. Yeah, really good. Alex Palmer had a phenomenal game.
We're about to get moved, by the way, so we may have to move.
Oh, well,
so we'll redo this interview in a second. So, ready? And we're back. Do you like that? A little bit of magic there from me?
Camera magic, yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Where were we?
Alex Palmer.
Yes, good saves. Good saves.
Unreal. At the end, I thought it's just some phenomenal saves. I mean, there was one towards the end. I think it was the last one at his near post.
Yeah.
Just me and the bloke in front of me, just looked at each other like. And we just nothing will be said. He's rescued us a point there, but I don't think any illusion. They battered us all game. We got a point out of it. I just think Morsey had a good game. I think he kept Cole Palmer in his pocket. I said there were a couple of times where he made a couple of poor decisions and looked a little bit. There was one he would clean through. It was 3-on-3 or 3-on-2, and he had Johnson to his right, Hurst through the middle, and he goes right, and then nothing happens of it. I don't know why you've put the guy who's a genuine right back in on goal rather than your centre forward straight through the middle, but I say you can't be too disappointed. We've come to a team like this who are really, I say, a class above us, and we've got 4 points from them off this season, which is all right. Thank you. 4 points from off this season, which is more than anybody else. Which you wouldn't have believed that before the start of the year. Cheers, mate.
Let's just quickly wrap up, because I think we're in a really bad position to do these interviews. But my friends, 6 games left to go. Wolves won today. So.
Yeah, it's over, isn't it?
Yeah,
but we're Championship next season, and rebuild and see where we go. I'd like to see what we can keep hold of in the summer, who we can keep hold of in the summer. Nice to see Schwaddick's in the away end.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, love that. But we are on to Arsenal next week. And go again, Ross.
So, man, next up, I'm joined by Josh, making his second appearance. He's undefeated so far, a win at Bournemouth and a draw.
Not quite 100% record, but not far off.
Still unbeaten though. Haven't lost yet.
Yeah.
But we could have won, but then we could have lost. Your thoughts, my friend?
I thought, first half we were brilliant, to be honest. We fought for everything. We got in behind them. Like I said, they've got some quality players, but Like, they were just messing around with it a little bit. They were just taking a lot of time with the ball. I thought we got in behind really well. Second half, they came out the blocks and
got a goal.
they got a goal like really quickly, and that sort of set us back a bit. And then obviously they got the second brilliant finish with Sancho, but I think really like Palmer kept us in at the end. He was superb. Like, I seen on the Premier League app they gave the man of the match to Cole Palmer. They should give it to Alex Palmer for me.
Ron Palmer, boys.
Ron Palmer.
Yeah. But obviously we know we're pretty much down. But just got into the season with just positive results. Chelsea haven't been able to beat us this year, so that's a bit positive.
It's a positive. Like I said, look, let's get 4 points with Chelsea. It's a positive. I think we should try and build as much momentum as we can going into next year. Like, look, it's been a tough season, but we've got some good players still. You think last year we bossed teams, so you go back down with a bit of confidence. We win a few games towards the end of the season, take a few points, go with a bit of confidence. What more can you want?
And we don't come here often, so thoughts on your day?
Yeah, it's been a good day out. I took my brothers out today. Like I said, I've been to many today. Like, come out with my brothers, it's always nice, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So, look, I've been to most of them this season. I've had a good time. Look, it's not been quite what we wanted. It's been a bit disappointing sometimes, but we don't go away for the day feeling unhappy. So that's the main thing, isn't it?
Right, so man.
Nice one, cheers.
What was that? You're the fun man joining me, and you've just told me you can say that long Welsh town. So take it away.
Can give it a good go. Llanfair pwrth gwingith go gerith yn robo llantysilio go. I think.
That sounds just like how I would say it.
We'll give it a go.
No, you've said it, I've just clipped it. Oh, what's this? Guy with a whistle.
It's all kicking off.
It's kissing off, yeah. What is going on?
Should we start again?
Oh, alright, we've got ambulance here. Hopefully nothing's too bad. Anyway.
We're just rolling this.
We are just
right,
going to roll it. This
fine.
is just an interesting way to end game day. Just a lot of commotion going on right now. My friend, we travelled again together.
Did?
We were expecting a win, obviously.
League double, mate.
Yeah,
it was
all
on
that
until
shit, and then
18 seconds into the...
Yeah.
I think that's what kills the game for us. I think the fact they got that goal so quickly then gets the crowd up, doesn't it? And we really did sort of have to weather a bit of a storm. And to be fair, I thought we had, but for an absolute peach from, was it Jadon Sancho, I think?
Yes.
Looked an absolute worldie from the other end of the pitch. So, do you know what? It's this again. I'm sure I've said it before, but it's the story of the season. So much to be pleased with, but we've lost a lead and we've got so much that we could ultimately have done a bit better, I suppose. But it's just where we are. We, said it all season. We ain't far away. We're just not quite able to tip that sort of fine margin in our favour, are we?
No. Obviously, Wolves won today, so that's pretty much. We knew we're down, but
yeah,
winning,
I think you've got to enjoy the games now for what they are, without worrying about what's going on elsewhere. To be honest, but I think if anyone's getting a shout out, sure, it's got to be Super Alex Palmer in goal.
And it's not the first time this season. Aston Villa made some cracking saves.
What a keeper, man! Yeah. He's made 2, 3, 4 at the end. That's ultimately got us a point, got us a draw. What a keeper! Like, there was a lot of players on the pitch today that I thought did have a really good game. I thought Ben Johnson played well. I thought, obviously, in Ciso, he's got his goal. I thought even Morsey did really well, but Alex Palmer, man, what a player! So,
yeah, I heard. I don't know who it was. Kieran or Josh said that Cole Palmer got man of the match, but surely the other Palmer should have got it.
He didn't do a lot, did he?
No. I know Morsey actually did him on the turn, and I went, here we go, Morsey, love that.
He did him a couple of times, and then Morsey's sort of gone up the other end of the pitch, and he's just... I felt like Cole Palmer was desperately trying to get with him to sort of crunch him, but he didn't in the end. But, yeah, I mean, it's... You look at the two squads, a point is a fair... They did have the better of the second half, just frustrating, couldn't see it out, but it is what it is, I suppose, mate. It is what it is. They haven't beaten us this season. We were so close to a league double, which would have been lovely, but they haven't beaten us. It is what it is, mate. Move on to Arsenal. Yeah. They don't get any easiser.
No, they don't. Then we've got Newcastle. Everton's in there as well.
Just enjoy them for what they are. That's all you can do, isn't it?
We've got Leicester. Good old thing behind the camera.
But we said that about Southampton.
Yeah, we did.
Just enjoy them for what they are.
Yeah.
Don't worry about what Wolves do, because Wolves are going to stay up and we're going to go down.
They're actually above West Ham now.
Bloody hell. That's the fact. Oh, right. Well, we've got West Ham on the last day of the season, so that'll make that interesting. No, that's... just enjoy them for what they are. We've come to decent old gaff, innit?
Yeah. And our coach has just arrived, so we're going to get on the nice... what's they called? Like the Mercedes,
Do you reckon they'll let us on?
Maybe. They may do. The chef's there, ready to cook up a
I could do some grub. food in the away end was rubbish.
What, really?
I was hardly any choice. You had, I think, for hot food, you had a hot dog, a pie, just one pie, no different types, and a vegan sausage roll, and that was about it for hot food. So
Come on,
a bit
Chelsea,
rubbish. Come on,
out.
Chelsea.
Well, they were good for the media, to be fair, so I
Well,
won't
that's all
complain
right
about
then.
that, but
You could have brought us some.
true. But it wasn't-
Sharing is caring, mate.
Yeah. There was cake that had like a Chelsea crest on it, and I was like, oh, that was nice.
As you can tell, I quite like a bit of cake.
No, fine, mate.
Right, we go again.
Yes.
On to Arsenal.
Back to Portland Road.
Back to
Thanks for
Portland
watching
Road.
Game Day. See you next time.
Hope so.
Bye bye for now.